Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Chart Talk. It's your boy Crypto Blood, and I want to just go over an updated chart walkthrough or technical analysis of Bitcoin USD trading pair. All right, let's get into it. So what we have, and you can go back and look at some of my previous Chart Talk episodes. I actually try to do one every week at this point. At some point, I will up that when I have a little bit more time. But today, we're going to talk about what was previously reviewed from the last Chart Talk video, which was the potential for a breakout. Because let me just get this. Because last week I talked about seeing a bounce off the back of this line here. If I can draw that straight, this line indicated to me that there was support on this line here, which kind of it basically made up the top of the pennant formation. And I can zoom out so you can see that. So this is kind of the pennant formation I was talking about there. All right, so we did see that as I stated in the last video. So that did bounce off and continue upward toward the resistance area of 29.56. And that is on Bitstamp, so just keep that in mind. Those numbers may be different on other exchanges. So at this point, what I see going forward, one thing I want to bring up, and it was a good observation that one of the viewers mentioned, I think two episodes ago. He said, Crypto Blood, talk about volume. And you know, because that's a very important aspect of technical analysis, and it should definitely be considered and added into your technical analysis, right? So what I want to bring up today regarding volume is this. If you notice back on, let's see, this is the 18th of July, 20th, let's see, 20th of July. We had this big move up here, right? Now, if you look down here, it's pretty, you can't really see, it's pretty opaque, but I'll draw it out here. This is a green volume bar that starts, I can't get around that, but that's where it ends. It starts, well, it ends there and it goes all the way down like that. You see that, right? That's a lot of buying pressure there. In contrast, if we look at this move up this time that ended up breaking through the resistance line here, the volume is about right here, and it kind of, and the bar goes down from here. So what does that tell me? Well, that tells me this volume on this move up, this leg up here, is actually a little bit less than half of the volume for this leg up. So what that tells me is that the move up was not was either a very few players that moved it, or it just was not strong enough to match or supersede this volume. So what, in my opinion, what I've seen in the past as a technical trader, that means that we will most likely see, if we don't get any increase in volume on the upside, which I don't think we will, because the actual price move was you know, pretty significant, but the volume move was not. And honestly, I'm actually charting, or I'm putting the wrong, that was for the next day. So honestly, this is where the bar for that big move up was. It ends right there. If you can see that. That's the level of volume for this bar here on the 5th of August that we saw that big move up. That's about a third of what the volume was for the day when we saw the nice move up in Bitcoin back on July 20th. So again, this means that it was actually not a very participated rally. Not many people participated in this rally. Very few, probably big buyers pushing the market up. So in my opinion, and I said this prior when this was actually right here that day, I said we'll probably see max 3,400, 3,500 max, but I'm thinking around the 3,400 level. We may get 35, but at some point, because that volume was so low, the move up was on low volume, we'll probably have to fade back down here. Either, now here's the thing, once you pass a resistance line, it becomes support normally. So what we may have here the next few days here, we may have a bounce down and then a move back up toward the moon. So let's see if that's actually what's going to occur. I think that's about it for today. It's your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out. Holla.